Come on in, pull up a chair. Got plastic dreams and chrome everywhere. Model building in retirement, turning memories into scale. Kit reviews and how-to action. Good old Ken will get you through.
Sponsored by Model Makers Workshop. Need parts for your next model project? Model Makers Workshop has you covered with the best aftermarket accessories around. And by Gaahleri, your one-stop shopping for all your airbrush needs. Hello, this is Ken, and thank you for tuning in to the Model Building and Retirement channel. So in this episode, I'm announcing my entry into a buddy build invitation hosted by my buddy, Mikey Solis at Chester's Models. And he had this GT4 Tamiya Mustang kit, and he knew I had it, and he knew that Craig Woods from Craig's Corner had it. So he invited us for a little friendly group build, or buddy build, if you will. And I believe others are joining in too, including his pops. And anybody's welcome to join in if you want to. So this is my entry into it. He dated this for June 1st to June 30th, 2026. So today's the 13th of June. I'm a little bit behind. I heard it's a pretty nice kit. It's a curbside kit, so it's kind of a quick build, if you will. It's still sealed. I haven't even checked this out yet. So in this video, we'll do an unboxing as well. And then I have some paint schemes in my mind, but I haven't really decided exactly where I'm going to take it yet. But I'm up against some stiff competition, even though it's all friendly with Mikey and Craig. I know that there's going to be some really crazy custom work being done, and I've got to up my game to be part of that. So anyways, yeah, we're gonna do an unboxing of this, and Mikey in his video, and I'll have a link in the description to his channel. But if you want to join in on this, feel free. And he's using my platform on Facebook if you want to post pictures. Model Building and Retirement group page on Facebook. And you can post pictures of your buddy build of the Mustang. You can email me at modelbuildingandretirement@gmail.com with pictures of your progress, and I'll forward them to Mikey. Or you can contact Mikey directly, and I'll have his information above too. So, or in the video description. So let's get moving on the video, and then I'll have part 2 where I'll do the actual paint and construction of the model. So enjoy. Okay, so let's do an unboxing here. I'm really anxious to see what this kit has to offer because I heard so many good things about it. But it's a 1/24 scale, curbside, meaning no engine. Let's get it cover off here. Okay, so first we got our glass. So all kinds of lights here. You got your marker lights and your headlight covers and your tail lights and your front and rear glass, side windows, everything. A lot of detail there. It looks good. Looks good. Okay, then we got our main part of our body. Okay, I'm not quite used to this. It is incredibly clean. Beautiful. In fact, it's almost like a flawless white plastic. If you wanted to do this in white, you don't even have to paint it. I'm impressed so far. Very nice looking body. I just don't see any flashing. I really don't even see mold lines. I'll have to take a closer look there. Okay, then we got our chassis and our interior tub, some roll bars, some suspension parts, the front fascia, your mirrors. Looks like a lot of great detail. Bottom of the chassis looks really nice. Even though it's curbside, it does appear that you can put an engine in it without too much trouble, so I may have to consider that. Okay, got a really nice set of tires here. Kind of low profile racing tires, but they got a really nice look to them. Yeah, it doesn't list a brand or anything like that, but very nice. Okay, then we got a black parts tree. Okay, so we got, it looks like a plug or a cover for the bottom of the chassis, the racing seat, the dashboard, console, window louvers perhaps, door panels, rear fascia, some grill area, a lot of cool looking stuff there. Okay, another black tree. So we have our wheels. Okay, so not much in the way of chrome, but everything could be painted. So you got your exhaust, you got some more suspension parts, you got your transmission. Some real nice looking disc brakes here that could be all detailed out, so pretty impressive looking. Okay, so we do have some chrome in the kit. So you got your taillight bezel, and looks like your front turn signal lights or driving lights or whatever, mirrors. Some nice little details there. Okay, so Tamiya instructions. I haven't really seen these before. Okay, so this here is for decal placement, it appears. Okay, so it's written in English and Japanese. Very detailed looking instructions, so this should be pretty simple kit to follow. I'm not sure. I think this is a masking or a template for doing your window trim, if I'm not mistaken. And let's take a look at the decals. Okay, you got some nice, good quality looking decals here. So you got some different racing numbers if you want to. Ford pedigree. It looks like you've got your harnesses, which are just decals there. May or may not use those. I would prefer to probably duplicate or mimic the real thing there. So may or may not use any of these. We'll see. Okay, then you got a bunch of different racing decals here. So may or may not use those. Pretty cool. Gives you some tech tips. Have to read through that. So this is going to be my first Tamiya kit. Okay, so that's what comes in the box. Okay, so I have examined this body very closely, prepping for paint here, and I'm just blown away at the quality of the mold here. About the only thing I saw at all is right here at the A-pillar, and you can barely see it, is a little mold line right there. Sand that up and they're golden. And it actually, even if you didn't do anything with it, it would barely show. But that's about the only thing I see. Everything else is absolutely beautiful on this car. As typical, I am going to rescribe all my lines, and I'll sand that little A-pillar. But I'm just gonna rescribe my lines to make sure they stay crisp throughout all my paint processes. So this is a 0.2 millimeter scriber. Being very careful not to push too hard and get outside the line and scratch the body. And I'm just making a couple passes. You can see I'm taking just a little bit of plastic off with each pass. I'm still blown away though. I mean, you could literally just clean this really good and don't even need to clear coat it unless you put some decals on it and you want to bury your decals in there. This plastic is very nice shape. Okay, so I'll finish grabbing these lines off camera. and we'll be back. Okay, so I got the body prepped and cleaned. So all I did was rescribe my lines, sanded those tiny little bit of flashing or mold marks, wiped it down with 91 isopropyl alcohol, and dusted with a microfiber rag. Last step is I'll hit it with my little Tamiya anti-static brush. And we're gonna end this video with getting this into primer so that I can get my paint job started. So I'm just gonna go outside. It's a beautiful day out there, and I'm gonna use my Mr. Surfacer 1000 gray primer. Main thing is it's nice outside and I don't feel like cleaning my airbrush just for primer. So, and this is good stuff. You can spray anything over it. You can do lacquers, you can do enamels, you can do the acrylics, and of course I will be doing acrylics with my Kaleido color. So very good primer. So I'm gonna go outside. I'll take you with me. Let's go. Okay, so it is in primer now, and I'll tell you what, that primer really brings out the lines of a kit. They are so nice and crisp. And I'm kind of excited. I don't do too many modern cars, as you know. I'm kind of old school muscle guy, so it's kind of exciting to do something new. So thanks, Mikey, for the challenge. So I'm gonna let that primer cure up, and then we're gonna start our paint sequence on the next video. So I got the front fascia, the body, and the rear spoiler, because these are all going to get the main paint scheme. All the rest of the parts will be different colors, and it'll be painted at a later time, because as you know, I like to get my paint jobs done first. It gives me the inspiration on the rest of the build. So all right, so we'll move on to the next episode. Okay, so that wraps up part one of my buddy build entry to Mikey Solos's challenge on Chester's models with my Mustang GT4 from Tamiya. So really excited to get moving on this project. So stay tuned. I'll have part two coming up here shortly. Thanks for watching.